Welcome to Mivvodny Money Leverage. You know, if you've ever tried to sell a course or a guide online and it just felt like you were shouting into an empty room, well, there's a really good reason for that. The entire game has changed. So today, we're going to break down the new digital playbook for what's actually working right now and what will work in 2026.
Okay, let's just dive right in with this. This is the core idea we're unpacking. It's not that people stopped buying things online, not at all. It's that they've gotten incredibly good at spotting lazy products. We're talking about those generic courses, those $5 PDFs, the prompt packs that are just flooding the market. In a world with way less trust and way smarter competition, low value just doesn't cut it anymore. People can smell it a mile away.
So, what was the old model? Well, it was pretty simple, right? You'd create a course, you'd slap step-by-step on the sales page, you'd run some ads, and you just expect the sales to roll in. And hey, that might have worked back in 2025, but today, that strategy is a direct path to total frustration and zero sales. Why? Because people have seen it all before.
So, what specifically changed? I mean, why is the old way so broken? Well, it really boils down to four fundamental shifts in the market that have made these kinds of products, well, completely replaceable. Let's break them down one by one. All right, first up, information is free and it is instant. This is a big one. If the only thing your product offers is information, the what to do, then you are in direct competition with free YouTube videos, blogs, and AI tools that can summarize literally anything on demand. Think about it. Why would someone pay you for something when they can get 80% of it for free in about 10 minutes?
And that leads us right into the next problem. The market is absolutely flooded. It's just overflowing with these copy-paste offers. I mean, you've seen them. Courses made after watching 3 YouTube videos. Templates where they just change the colors, or plain old common sense that's been repackaged into a PDF. Buyers are they're tired of it. They're tired of paying for what feels like repackaged garbage.
And this right here, this is the most crucial point of all. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wakes up in the morning thinking, you know what I really want to do today? I want to buy a 47-module course. No, they wake up wanting a result. They want more clients. They want to lose weight. They want a new skill. They want more freedom. When your product is just a big pile of content, you're missing the entire point of what your customer actually wants.
So this ties it all together, doesn't it? The fundamental failure is selling your product like it's a thing, like it's some object, a book or a DVD. But in 2026, you don't sell a thing. You have to sell a transformation. If your product doesn't create a clear, fast outcome for the buyer, it is just not going to sell. It's really that simple.
So, to recap the problem, these are the products that are basically on life support right now. You've got your generic make-money courses with zero proof, the business model that's built entirely on a $5 PDF, those giant courses with zero accountability that nobody ever finishes, and pretty much anything that offers no support and no fast results. They all share the same fatal flaws. They're low trust, low proof, and they're information only.
Okay, but here's the pivot. This is the single most important line in this entire explainer. Digital products are not dead. Weak offers are dead. The problem isn't the format. It's not about it being digital. The problem is a weak, replaceable offer. So let's stop talking about the problem and start talking about the solution. Let's talk about what makes an offer strong.
The new playbook, the one that's actually working, is built around this one central idea. You have to stop selling information and start selling a tangible, life-changing transformation. This is the big mindset shift. It's what separates the products that fail from the products that absolutely fly off the digital shelves. And this slide just illustrates that shift perfectly. Instead of selling a 47-module course, you sell your first 3 clients. See the difference? Instead of a common-sense PDF, you sell drop 10 pounds in 30 days. You're moving away from these vague promises and these giant piles of content, and you're moving towards specific, measurable, and really desirable outcomes.
So how do you actually build this, right? How do you create an offer that basically sells itself in today's market? Well, let's get into the new playbook and see how this breaks down into a real, actionable 6-point formula for success.
Here it is. Number 1, you productize the outcome, not the content. 2, you bake implementation right in, things like coaching, community, or support. Remember, people pay for results, not just lessons. 3, you create proof loops by designing for quick wins that your customers can't wait to share. 4, you use a value ladder, a low-cost offer to build trust, and then a high-ticket offer to really scale the business. 5, you niche down. And 6, you've got to master distribution because the best product in the world is useless if no one ever sees it.
Let's just double-click on that idea of niching down, because this quote says it all. You can't just sell fitness anymore. You have to sell fitness for busy dads who travel. You can't just sell business. You have to sell offer creation for contractors. The more specific your promise is, the more believable it becomes. And that belief, that's what turns someone who's just looking into someone who buys.
And that brings us to the winning formula. It's not just about the outcome. It's the combination of a clear transformation plus the support that's needed to get there. Information by itself is just a commodity now. But transformation with support, that is unstoppable. That's where the real value is created.
Okay, so we've covered the problem, the solution, and the whole formula. But what does this all mean for you? How can you take this thinking and apply it to your own business, like right now?
This is the one question I really want to leave you with. Take a hard, honest look at what you're selling, or maybe what you're planning to sell. Are you just handing someone a library of information and basically wishing them good luck? Or are you providing a clear, supported path to get them from where they are now to where they desperately want to be? Because the answer to that question is going to determine your success.
So your next step is to take this framework and reevaluate everything. Ask yourself, what is the exact outcome I am selling? How fast can my customer get a real win? And what kind of support can I add to make that result almost inevitable? If you enjoyed this explainer and you want more breakdowns just like it, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.